Growing up in Amsterdam, what was a normal day like for you in your house? What did it look like? What did it sound like?
It was like very cool. I have cool parents. I have two siblings, one younger brother and one younger sister. My sister is 15 years old and my brother is 19 years old. So we were very close together with each other back in the days. We're still very close. And yeah, it was just a normal day in Amsterdam, like going to school, hang out with some friends. Yeah, spend time with your family, with parents. I think if yeah, what every other younger guy would say in that's coming from Amsterdam. It was very cold. That's it. It's very cold over here. In the summer, it can be nice. It can be warm, but most of the days it was cold. But yeah, I had a very great youth, and yeah, I can't complain about that.
So, you grow up in a musical family? Was there music playing in the house at all times? Were you taught to play an instrument? What were you listening to? Take me along kind of that route.
Yeah, I have a big musical family. My granddad was like a text writer. My dad is an artist. He's a singer here in Amsterdam. A different style that I'm playing is like the Dutch music. And yeah, every day there was music playing in the house, like R&B, pop, everything.
What about your brother and sister? Were they into music too? Do they play? Are they
Or maybe a little bit on the piano, but they're not like into producing or DJing. They like it when I'm playing. My sister had to stay at home. I don't want her to come with me because she's too young and it's my little sister. My brother's always joining, always wherever it is, and he likes it. But he's more into real estate, so he don't want to do the music thing. But he supports me with everything, for sure.
We'll find you a nice big house one day.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do that. Let's go for that.
So let me ask you this. So if there wasn't a music influence in the house, what do you
Yeah.
think your parents would have kind of forced you, or not forced you, but what do you think what path would they have nudged you along as far as a career goes?
I think my parents would let me be free in it. For sure, I can found whatever I like. If it's with music, in my younger years, I want to be a soccer player, but that didn't work for me. So I think everything was possible. But if I have to choose something that I will do, it was also real estate.
It's like cutting hair. People are always going to need property.
Yeah,
They're always going to need a place to live, and so I think it's a very stable community. It is a community. There are people. The realtors are. They are. There's a lot of them, but they do well for themselves, and that's because there's a constant need for that type of person.
yeah, and you're always busy. So I think I would choose that one for sure. Yeah.
When you create a song that you are playing in your sets, are there any influences from your childhood?
No, I think the only thing that influenced me was like the music that was playing in the house, like the R&B and the pop music, because I want to use a lot of vocals. I'm in love with the vocals on the tracks. But what I say, like my dad's music is whole different than mine. It is like the Dutch singing language, and I want to stay away from that. It's a very beautiful side of music, and my dad is doing very well. So I'm also very proud of him. But there's not influences I want to use in my tracks. No.
Okay, so I know that you spent time here in the United States. You went to a producing school in Los Angeles. Can you tell
Yeah.
me a little bit about your experience there? What was that like for you? How did that maybe change the way that you were thinking about producing, or what were the skills that you gained from that you put into play now?
I learned a lot in LA. I met some nice people. I learned from the school. It was like the Point Blank Music School. It was in Beverly Hills. They teach me a lot. From producing, like recording vocals, do studio sessions with other people, learning from each other, like everything. I learned a lot from myself in Amsterdam too, before I did the study. And I thought like this is maybe the only thing that I can learn myself. I didn't know that the producing stuff was that big, like the big kind of channels, studios, people that going into a production, like some production, 30 people or 40 people were working on a project. And I saw it in LA, like every track has go to so many persons. So that's the thing I remembered. I remembered the people were very nice. I love the people over there. The weather was amazing every day. Every day the sun was shining, and when I wake up, I was immediately happy. So that was a great thing. And I don't know, it was like the feeling I got from LA, from America. I went to New York also a lot of times, and I love it also. I think from my feeling, like every place in America is beautiful.
You've been to LA, you've been to New York. If you had to come back over to the States, not on tour, not doing any music, but you could not go back to LA or New York, where do you think you would go, and how do you think you would spend your day?
I wanted to say New York, but now we're gonna switch that. I think I want to go to Miami.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see Miami. I've never been to Miami or Atlanta because I heard that the music industry in Atlanta is also very big. So it would be Atlanta or Miami, but there are so much places in America I want to visit. I want to visit Dallas. I want to visit Toronto. So yeah, I think every place in America. But if I'm going to Miami, then I want to go to the parties, like studio sessions, hang out on the beach, and yeah, do whatever is possible in Miami.
Now, let me ask you this. You say Miami, you spent a lot of time in LA, and this is something that I recently just picked up on a family vacation. And this is a side note question, but we just learned how to surf. Did you do any surfing when you were in LA?
No, I didn't. I didn't. How is it? Is it nice?
It's interesting. If you've ever been on a skateboard, it's a little less threatening than being on a skateboard, which is something I
Okay.
did as a kid. I skateboarded all over the place as a child, but I haven't done that in a long time. Getting up on a surfboard, it's kind of the same, but it's not as terrifying because you're just going to fall in the water. You're not going to fall in the concrete and break your
Yeah.
teeth open, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, I will try it. I seen a lot of videos from surfing, like also on TikTok or on YouTube. But I think it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult.
Okay, so the next question I have for you talks about the sound that you've created. So you've blended Latin tech and Afro house. What was it that pulled you in that direction?
I think I started producing like the R&B music, the pop music. And what I said, I love the vocals, like people can sing along with the tracks. And I wouldn't say like EDM is not like a part with vocals and everything. But once I went to a show from Kind of Music and I got a lot of inspiration from them. And I love how the people reacting to it. And then I started producing like the Afro house style that they're playing also, and trying to find my own way, my own sound in it. I did a lot of sessions with very talented artists, singers, and yeah, I found my way in it, and I'm still in love with it. Like the Latin tech also, because I think in clubs it works a little bit more, especially here in Amsterdam. But at the festivals, Afro house, I don't know, every time when I hear a set or I play a set, I'm still in love in it with it. And I could do it like the whole day, all days. And I think that's also very important if you do it for work.
What's something that you used to do in your sets early on that you refuse to do now? Is there any, like, are there any sounds that you won't play, or are there any things that you won't do in a set?
Yes, 100% sure. Before I played like all my bangers, the best tracks in the first maybe 50 minutes of my set. And then I had also good tracks, but all the tracks that people were crazy, I already played them. So now I want to like extend it in my whole set. And I started as an urban R&B pop DJ, and now I wouldn't play like the normal R&B or pop songs anymore. I like them, but I like them in my car or when I'm going to a concert or another show from another DJ. But I think that's not working anymore in my sets because it's not like a higher BPM, like the Afro house style.
When you built Escapada and you sold out every edition, what was it that you understood about the audience that made it work so well?
I think it's like the community. I'm telling my friends like every time, it's also because of the music and because like the DJs we had amazing headliners at the party and my friends playing there. So that's always good. But I think the biggest thing from Escapada is like the whole community. All my friends are over there. The vibes were good. And all my friends are supporting me like every set, every time. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm very grateful for that. And I'm telling that without them, it wouldn't work like how it worked out like now. And now we had like the ability to extend it and to go bigger. So that are things for the future. But I think the most powerful thing from Escapada is like the community and the people that's always coming, always supporting. Yeah, the vibes. That's the most important, for sure.
When did you feel like there was a shift from I'm just a DJ playing in the clubs of Amsterdam to an artist who has my own sound? Was there a moment in there?
I remember I produced my first track on Ibiza. It was I Surrender. And I released it independently. And it went a little bit viral on TikTok, the first version. And then yeah, we got a lot of labels asking if it's possible to sign it to them. Then we signed it with 1-7 and we did a remix with Lange Frans. It was like he's a very big Dutch artist, amazing artist, and he made his own version of it, and it went completely viral in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, and we went gold with it. We are now at 40 million streams, 14 million streams, and that was a moment that I realized, okay, it's not a hobby anymore. It's like my work, what I love the most to do. There was a moment, and then we did the first version of Escapada, and people went crazy, like posting it on TikTok, posting it on Instagram, got a lot of nice response. So that was the moment. Okay, I'm thinking this is my work, and I'm gonna make the best of it.
Let's just say you get a phone call from Drake right now. Are you going to play it safe with your production, or are you going to take a complete risk that might miss?
I would love that. I love that question. I think both. I think I would take a risk because I want to produce something like that's not a normal record that everybody else could make. I think it is a big opportunity, but I want to also play it a little bit safe because I want that he's gonna release that track, but I also want that people are gonna remember that record. So I think I have to pick something from both.
And you're a huge Drake fan, so that's why I asked, right?
Yeah. I get a lot of inspiration also from him, like the vocals
awesome.
and the tracks, and yeah, how he's performing. He's a big inspiration.
Let's get back into this. You signed a deal with Spinin Records. It's a 5-track deal. What has changed mentally? You go from an independent artist to signing with Spinin, having this 5-track deal. Do you feel like the level of expectation is higher? Is it greater? Do you feel more pressure because of something like that? Or do you see that as a sign of, okay, I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to be doing?
I think also both. I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to sign with them. It's an amazing label. And back in the days when I was younger, I'm always like looking at Spinning Records. So when it became reality, it was amazing. It was a dream. Still, it's a dream. And I think like everybody is expecting something. You know what I mean? Like expecting that the tracks are fire. Good, of course, because it's pushing myself also harder. But I also think like I'm very, how do you say it? Like for myself, I'm not happy with everything. You know what I mean? Like when I'm making something, I'm not always thinking, okay, this is good. So I think it works together because the label, their feedback is good, and sometimes it's telling me like, okay, no, you have to switch this, or we're not feeling this that much as you do. But I think because of that team from Spinning and also from my management, Bjorn and Nick, they're amazing. It's like a whole team that are pushing you towards your goal.
Yeah, everybody is kind of their own worst critic, right? So you make something and you think, ugh, and then somebody hears it and like, that is amazing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, and
I love it.
we have it a lot of times at Spinning at the meetings. They're always loving the stuff, but sometimes they're saying, okay, no, we're not feeling this, so maybe you can change that. And then I'm thinking, okay, let me change it. And then when I change it, it works, and it's much better. So
If you were dropped into a movie universe for 1 year, which
yeah,
universe would it be? Or would you be a good guy or a bad guy? So example being Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Matrix. Which one would it be? And would you be a good or bad guy?
wow, I'm now like into, I don't know if you know it, like the series Power. I don't know if you heard
Mm-mm.
of it.
No.
And it's an amazing series. Normally, I don't have like when I'm watching a series, I want action immediately. If I'm seeing like one or two titles of it, I'm done with it because then I'm thinking, okay, six seasons, it's too long. But now every time I'm watching it, I'm full focus in it. It's like a guy, he has a club in New York, and he's also into like the drugs cartel. He's running a drugs cartel, and I never want to do that because I'm not that guy. But when I'm watching the series, I'm thinking like, yeah, I don't know. It's like a feeling. It's amazing. So if I'm in a film, I want to do that. But I'm never
Okay.
gonna do it because I'm not into that kind of style.
Who's in that series? Who's the main star?
It's Ghost. Ghost. He's the guy. He's the big
Okay.
guy.
You're forced to change your identity. You can't wear a mask on stage. What's your new name? And what's your new personality? And what's your musical sound?
I think I would go for like a producer kind of guy, like Metro Boomin. What he's doing, I would love that. Like making music in the studio for the biggest artists, and then have your own show behind it. I'm not feeling like I want to be a rapper. I love it to be a rapper, but I think it's not like fitting my style. So I think I would go for being a producer, producing for the biggest artists, like R&B sound in the background, and then yeah, going on stage with that. But my new name, yeah, wow, I don't know. I think maybe my friends have to call me something, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I would use that one.
Do you have a nickname?
No, they call me Josh.
Okay. You're just
They call me
Josh.
Josh. Yeah, there sometimes they call me Sleepy Josh. because they found me one time sleeping. Now they call me Sleepy Josh. But I won't use that name. No.
They found you. Where were you sleeping? What were you doing?
It was like a after party, and
Okay.
then they make a video of me like I'm sleeping on the couch, and now always it says Sleepy Josh.
They didn't write on your face with marker or anything, did they?
No, 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 no. They wouldn't live anymore if they did it.
So let's say mid set, somebody walks up to you and offers you $2 million to play 6 death metal songs in a row, no explanation. You're in the middle of your set and it's just a bunch of $2 million for that. You just do it. Or you continue your set, and at the end of the set, you'll be as famous as David Guetta, but you won't have any more money. Which one would you choose?
I would choose the second one for sure. David Guetta, I think he's the biggest DJ now in the industry. So for sure, I want to go for that one. Also, no, the other music is not my style, and I won't play like a music. Sometimes I had a crazy story. I was playing like a house party, not a house party, like the sound house, the Afro house party, and a girl came up to me. Yeah, we're from England, and it's my girlfriend. She's gonna marry, and it was prime time, and she asking me like, can you please play the new song of Ed Sheeran? And it was a very slow record. And he's a great artist, for sure. He's a great artist, but it not fits my set. So I wouldn't do that. And no, also not for 2 million.
What are some of the crazy requests that you've gotten that just make no sense?
Like that one. Yeah, I also had like the question if I can play like it was the biggest record now in the Netherlands. But I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know how to explain it to people that not from the Netherlands. Like
Mhm.
the Dutch song with the Dutch language, but it's like the party music, like throw your hands up in the air. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of music.
Right.
And they were asking if I could play that. No, it's not working. And did I have something else? No, not that no. Amsterdam is very chill.
What's your favorite part about Amsterdam?
I think the city, the canals, and yeah, my friends and my family. But it's not, of course, not Amsterdam. It's like the canals, yeah. The feeling with Amsterdam. I think it has his own history, and everybody when I came internationally, they're saying, "Wow, you're from Amsterdam." That part of the world, yeah, I want to visit it. And I'm thinking, it's not that special. But for people like not from Amsterdam, it's very special. So yeah, I love that also.
Amsterdam is cool because it is such an artsy city. It has such a creative vibe to it.
Yeah. Also,
And
the music is big here.
right. And that, I
Yeah.
mean, speaking of Escapada, let's say you have to choose one of these two. Escapada grows globally or it stays exclusive forever.
No, it grows globally. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Now, would you pick a sunset set or peak time set?
Peak time, peak time. But I love the sunset sets also. But yeah, peak time. Like main artist in the club. That's
50 super fans or 50 super fans or 50,000 passive listeners.
50 super fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if your laptop could talk, what's one thing that it's going to complain about you?
That I have to clean my desktop. But I'm creative with it, so it works for me. But I have to clean it. Nick and Bjorn always telling me like clean your desktop.
You got too much going on there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to answer these questions. That's been a lot of fun. And hopefully the people that hear this or see this learn something new about you. Where can they follow you on your socials? What's your handle?
My Instagram is Joshua Robbie with a low cap.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And do you have a website?
No, not yet. We should make one. We should
Yeah.
make one. Yeah, we
You
should do
definitely
it.
need a website, man.
Yeah.
That's a calling card. You got to have a website.
Let's go in for that. Let's go for
Okay.
that. We will do it. Thank you also. I appreciate it. And it was very fun to do this.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.